Hello everybody and welcome back to the Backlog channel. I want to come on real quick and just talk about Pokémon Legends ZA, the new Pokemon game that just came out. Came out about a week ago. I've already sunk about 15 hours into it alongside other projects I'm trying to get along. I'm trying to get through Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. I'm trying to get through Donkey Kong Country 2. I never ever played that game before, so I'm trying to get through that one. And I'm trying to get through Chibi Robo before Luigi's Mansion comes out in about 6 days now. There's a lot going on. But alongside all those things is Pokemon. It is the big release of this month, October, and which is weird. I thought they were gonna do some spooky game or something like that, some holiday game. I mean, I guess Pokemon is a great holiday game. And I'm here to say it is Pokemon again. Like, it is Pokemon Legends Arceus, but they did it better. Honestly, the city landscape is so good. Like, it's such a good place for this type of game. The whole Legends Arceus idea was great, amazing even. But you started in this tiny little baby town with nothing to do in it, except for this giant tower where you get missions and then you go, and they push you out onto a field with nothing. It's literally a field full of nothing, except Pokemon that you go and catch. Which, I mean, again, the concept is really good. You go and catch all these Pokemon and all this thing. It's very like what you would expect realistic Pokemon to be. But it's just a boring place, to be honest. And Legends ZA really approves on that. It's every place you go, there's Pokemon centers everywhere, which feels very... I don't know. It feels very city-like. Like there's a McDonald's on every corner, or there's like a CVS on every corner. There's a Pokemon Center on every corner that you can look at. And then there's the whole new draw of this game, and is that you're in Lumio City, and it's... I'm pretty sure it is set in the Kantos region. I might be wrong about that. I know for sure it's the Lumio City that you're in. And as you progress along the game, there's these things called Pokemon zones, I'm pretty sure they're called, battle zones maybe, where you go in, and it's within the city. It's literally just like a holographic fence within the city, and there's city buildings in it, there's landscape, there's, even like graveyards that are just encapsulated in these Pokemon infested areas. And practically all wild Pokemon can only spawn in these areas, so that way Pokemon and humans can coexist in the city together without them causing too much mayhem. Now, there's some exceptions to this, like you'll see a Pidgey on a roof, or you'll see that I can't remember the name, but the trash Pokemon by like the dumpster in some random back alleyways. But in general, you'll see most of the Pokemon in these zones, and there ends up being like 15 or 20, I can't remember. I'm not completely through the game yet. At the moment, I'm only at like 15 zones. That you end up getting more and more as time goes on, and as you level up your Pokemon, you know the Pokemon around you level up, basic Pokemon stuff. But the main draw of this game that I was seeing throughout the whole promotion of it is the whole Mega Evolution. They brought back Mega Evolution from old Pokemon game, and it's bigger and greater than ever. It's on some Pokemon that had it previously in the old Pokemon game that had Mega Evolution, and then there's some of these Pokemon that never had it before, and now you can Mega Evolve them, and then you fight each other Mega Evolved. It's a great concept. It was a great concept back in the day. Bringing it to this new kind of idea of Legends Arceus, where you go around and you just battle any Pokemon, and it's very like Pokemon Go, but like if it was a full video game concept. Like it works very well. Mega Evolution, you can just throw it out whenever. It's not like telling you whenever you need to use it or anything like that. And yeah, it's really cool. A lot of the Pokemon look really cool. A lot don't, but just in general, I feel like there's more good than bad, most definitely. And I mean, it's a feature that honestly the game could have been completely fleshed out and great without it. It didn't really need it. But it just added that extra little flavor and flair that, again, it didn't really need. But it's cool that it's here, I guess. The one thing I want to talk about that most people really don't care that much about Pokemon games, the story is very drawn out, especially in the beginning. They're really babying you through the first 2, 3, almost like 4 hours of the game. And it's like, holy crap, stop talking to me, Urban, which is the main character's friend who like invites him into the city or whatever. He's really babying you, like as if not only you've never played a Pokemon game, but you've never played a video game before. There's some things, Pokemon Company, if you're listening to my random little YouTube video, that doesn't need to be explained. Some things you just learn on your own. And they don't really get that concept. And it's really annoying for people that have played a lot of Pokemon games, because you got to go through it for almost all of them. But I feel like it's especially ridiculous on this one. Like, it is just holding your hand for the first 4 hours of the game. But then eventually, you kind of get a chance to escape the story, and you can just go do these battle zones whenever. At nighttime, you can do, I think those are actually called the battle zones. And they set up only at night, and there's a bunch of trainers with their Pokemon out, and you gotta sneak up on them and attack them and get a certain amount of points to get a challenger ticket. And the whole main point of this game is to you start at level Z, or rank Z, if you will, and you gotta end up at rank A, so that way you can compete in the ZA Royale at the end of it. I'm sure only people that are rank A can compete in the ZA Royale, and it's like the greatest of the greats, rank A people, and they all battle to see who's the greatest of the great. And yeah, it's a really cool concept. There's a lot of miscellaneous things you can do alongside the main story mode. The one thing I really want to talk about is the characters in this game. There is the Urban, who is the main guy, and then there's 2 other characters. I can't really remember the name of them off the top of my head, but one's a girl, who is my favorite character in the series so far, and then there's also this guy, boy, more like, they're all kids, and he is kind of this emo, quiet person, and the girl is very talkative, and she's like the team leader, and she'll like set up these meetings where we all talk, and she's the head of it. And then Urban's kind of like, he recruits everybody into this hotel where they all stay on Team MZ, and they all try to like help each other throughout their experience going up the ranks. And then there's you, who is the final addition to the team as of like going into the game for the first time. And you are the new person, and you are shooting up the ranks faster than anybody, and everybody's like, whoa, you're going crazy, like you're almost at a point where you're stronger than Urban, and he recruited you, and he knows what he's doing. And he teaches you the ropes throughout the whole game. He's always alongside you, and he's like, yes, this is what you do, this is how we've been doing it. And then eventually you get I haven't gotten to a point where I get stronger than Urban. I get rank A and he's still not there, because it would be weird if we fight each other and like the ZA Royale, but maybe they do that, I don't know. I haven't gotten there yet, so I don't know. But in general, I feel like the characters are just cool. There's also another character who's like a investigator, and they like have you go on side missions for them. And then there's also the person who owns the hotel, which is like a grand master guy who's super old and has all this knowledge and knows what he's doing. And he's like almost like Professor Layton, like he gives that vibe where he knows what he's doing, but he has you do some stuff and all that stuff, almost like the father figure of the game. And I mean, I could just keep spouting on about this game. I'm really enjoying it. Like, I know there was a few things that I was kind of griping about the game, where the pacing's off in the beginning, and it is a little like, okay, the main thing I haven't talked about so far is the whole graphics situation, which, okay, I'm going to say this, but I'm going to preface it with something. The game looks great. It looks really good. But the buildings, for some reason, are literally just blocks. They're blocks of either squares or half squares that are kind of slanted into rooftops, and then they just throw textures, flat 2D PNG JPEG textures on those flat walls, including windows, with like the bars and the railings, and they're all flat images, and they take the same image of windows and rooftops and all that stuff, and they copy and paste it over and over and over on every single building. And it gets so incredibly overused, and every single building feels like just a different shape of the exact same building, almost like a townhome. Like they're all just townhomes that are all connected to each other. But yet, with all of that, it is still the best looking Pokemon game. Like, it just is. And, I mean, people can fight me on that. The grass looks great. There's not a lot of buggy things that are happening in the game from what I'm seeing. The frame rate's amazing. The texture on the ground is great. The textures of the Pokemon are great. The characters and the cutscenes, they look amazing. I don't know. It's just the buildings. I don't know why they did that. It's not that big of a city where they couldn't have just textured out the buildings a little bit more. I mean, even copy and paste windows, as long as you make textures for the windows and not just a PNG of the same window over and over and over everywhere. I don't get why they did that, because the rest of the game looks beautiful. It all looks amazing. Honestly, that's about it. There's not much more to talk about except maybe whatever the ending is. It's a good plethora of Pokemon, and yeah, that's about it. It's a good Pokemon game. Thank you everybody so much for watching. See you guys in the next Backlogs video, and bye bye.